My name is Tenora Gibson,
My name is Georgette Reed.
and our topic is traumatic brain injury. A traumatic brain injury, also known as TBI, is a form of brain injury caused by sudden damage to the brain. TBIs can be either open or closed. An open head injury of a TBI is penetrating injuries that occurs when an object enters the brain and causes damage to specific brain parts. Symptoms may vary depending on what part of the brain is damaged. An example of an open head injury would be a bullet to the head. A closed head injury of a TBI results from the blow to the head. An example of that would be the head striking a window in a car accident. Two types of damage to the brain would be a primary brain damage, which occurs at the time of the impact, such as a skull fracture, bleeding, blood clots, etc. Secondary brain damage also is damage that evolves over time after the trauma. An example of that would be increased blood pressure within the skull, seizures, or brain swelling.
The leading causes of traumatic brain injury are falls, motor accidents, and violent assaults. Sports-related injuries and explosive blast or military combat injuries are also leading causes of TBI. The CDC reports every year that at least 1.7 million TBI occurs in the United States. 15 to 19 years and 65 years and older are likely to contain a traumatic brain injury. By physicians on the patient's brain records, I did that wrong. I'll have to edit that. The diagnosis of traumatic brain injury is done by physicians on the patient's brain reports using a CT or MRI scan. A form of mild traumatic brain injury is diagnosed only on the basis of individual report and clinical signs and symptoms.
Today we're targeting aphasia and memory because aphasia deals with TBIs. Aphasia is language disorder that affects a person's ability to communicate. In this case, we have a middle schooler, which is Jane. She is 12 years old. She plays on the softball team, and she was hitting the head with the ball, and from that result, she had a TBI. So, hi, Jane. How are you today?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
So, how was school today?
School was okay.
It was just okay?
It was fine.
Do you miss playing softball? Are you able to play again?
I'm not. I can't play right now. But I do miss it. It was really fun.
Okay, I think you probably can't play until you're cleared from me and probably from all the doctors.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do some activities today like we did last week on, targeting your memory and your ability to communicate with others.
Okay.
So this first game we're going to do, I'm going to ask you, like, what do you see? Like, describe what you see on the note card.
Okay.
So with this first one, describe what you see.
It's a diamond.
Okay. So on the next one, what do you see? If I was to turn it different ways.
A triangle.
Okay. What do you see on this one?
A square. A circle. The letter Y. It's like a square, but it's longer.
Is there another name you could say for it?
Rectangle.
Okay.
Curve. A curve.
Okay.
A river.
Okay. That's good. You did good. You did good. I mean, all objects, they do have different names and different, ways you can describe them. So we're going to move on to the next activity, which I'm going to ask you what these objects are, and I'm going to say a sentence and you just fill in the blank.
Okay.
So this is a
Phone.
What do you do with a phone?
Call people.
What else you could do with the phone?
Text and internet.
Do you use the internet a lot?
Not really.
This is a
That's a pen.
And what do you do with a pen?
You use it to write.
Okay. This is a
controller.
Yeah, well, we can call it a remote.
A remote.
So what will you do with a remote?
You use it to change channels and stuff.
Okay, that's good. This is a
CD.
And what can you do with a CD?
You can play movies.
What about music?
Music on a CD? I guess so.
Most people don't use music on the CD anymore. Okay, these are
glasses.
let's see, you have glasses yourself.
Yes.
Mine are kind of tinted. What do you do with these?
You put them on your face.
Like, when will you wear these typically?
When it's really bright outside.
Okay. Or just to be cool, maybe.
Yeah.
This is a
cup.
And what do you do with a cup?
You drink out of it.
Okay. So you did good on the activity. These are many objects that you know, maybe everyday use for most people.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not CDs for your age anymore,
Yeah.
but yeah. So this last activity, I'm going to describe a situation.
Okay.
Because I'm going to tell you directions. I'm going to describe a situation and you just tell me, like, what do you remember from it? Like, what happened and who it happened to.
Okay.
So directions will be, I will describe a situation but I will leave out some information. Then I will ask a question, and you're to answer the question by figuring out the clues in which I have said, but you have to listen carefully.
Okay.
So the example will be, before Jim left work, he put on a heavy woolen coat. What was the weather like that day?
Cold.
Okay, it would be cold because
he had a heavy coat.
okay. And what did Jim do before he left work?
I don't know. I don't remember that part.
Jim put on a heavy woolen coat before he left work. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. We can try another example. So it's the same directions from the last example. So the children ordered French fries, but Dad, who wanted French fries, ordered a salad even though he didn't particularly like salad. Why did he order salad?
He ordered salad because he wanted to be different.
Yeah.
French fries.
Why else? Why would he order a salad?
Salads are healthy.
They are. It's another reason he could have ordered a salad.
Because he wants to be healthy.
Yeah. He could have ordered a salad because his children wanted French fries and not salad, and maybe he just wanted them to have the fries to enjoy the fries.
Okay.
And maybe one more example. So it's the same directions again. So 3-year-old Billy wanted to wear his dad's shoes, but when he tried on them, he was unhappy. Why do you think Billy was unhappy?
He didn't like the shoes. He thought he would like them, but he didn't.
Why else, Whitney?
They didn't fit.
Okay.
They smell bad.
Well, they probably didn't smell bad. Okay, we're going to do one more example, and then we'll be finished for today. Mandy wanted to wear last year's dress to school one day, but when she tried it on, she could not wear it. Why?
Because it was it did it get ripped or something? Or
Could be. What's another way that she couldn't fit the dress?
it was too big.
Okay, that's a possibility. And what's another way?
And too small.
Okay, that's good. You did good. Those answers were correct. There is no really wrong answer. So, from this week, you can take home to learn that there are different objects, and to describe an object, you describe objects more than you say the actual word. So we're going to work on more of saying what the object is instead of describing what it is.
Okay.
And also with the shapes and the sentences, you did very good on that. So
Thank you.
that was great. So I'll see you next week for another 30-minute session.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.